Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. So good. I am ready to paint some poinsettias. Well, fill them with color, I should say, not just paint. Because I had a couple of ideas. So let's hope that you had the same ideas, or maybe you had different ones that you can share with me. I'm dying to know. If you're brand new here, if you would like, follow, and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that. On Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and then ask to join our private Facebook groups, Stitch Along with Anne and Anne Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook group. Anyway. And for all things Anne and artsy, go to Corbiere-Scott-Designs.com, where you can find what we're going to work on today, which is called the Carmen art printable. So, here we go. So, I started this piece a while back, and I used my Loddie Doddie gel pens to create this, and I'm just mad for it. I love it so much. But I'm thinking, I was just telling Tessa that I'm feeling like this year I want to, because I've been making so many postcards for the swap, I'm feeling like maybe I want to do some Christmas postcards. Good morning, Peg. Good morning, Patricia. Did I get everybody? So I'm feeling like I might fussy cut this and mount it on something else is what I'm kind of feeling like. Anywho. And then I was looking at these and I thought, oh, I could do the same thing with those. I could paint them and then I could fussy cut them. So then I have artwork for 2 more art printables. Or postcards, and then I have this piece that I could do on another postcard, and I have some other pieces that I've already. So this one I did in oranges. Look how pretty that is, and I did that with alcohol markers. And here's a start of one. Here's another one that I did with alcohol markers, and it was a non-blending technique. That was super cool. So I have all these bits and pieces to fill with color. So these are all alcohol markers. And then I have this one that I started with some shimmery paint. Anywho, let's work on this one, shall we? And do you know what I got out? Good morning, Keels. Who else is here? I was just talking to Tessa about this, about how I like to just pull out an old medium that I haven't played with in a while. We have not played with these distress watercolor pencils in a long time. So let's play with that. So I'm going to pull all of those out of this little pouch. Oh my goodness, I'm going to sneeze one more time, I think. Okay, so these, I was thinking, let's, I have lumberjack plaid. That's a deep red. I was going to get my favorite green, which is crushed olive. Is this it? Yes, crushed olive. I love that so much. But then I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool, since I have 1, 2, 3 different poinsettias on this page to color, I could do some, poinsettias come in all different colors. So wouldn't it be cool to do doing, you're doing what too? Making postcards? Christmas postcards? I don't know where I was going with that. Sorry, you guys. I had a busy couple of days, and I'll tell you why. So my Aunt Mer is here from Michigan with my cousin Christopher. And I'm going to dip this in water. I don't know if you can see that. I have a water cup right here, and I'm just dipping my distress watercolor pencil in there. Right? I'm just going to get some color down here. Right? Now I'm going to take my brush. And then I'm just going to move that color around. Let's get a little base of color down. I love that. Oh, Peg, were you talking about pulling out a medium that you haven't used in a long time? I love doing that because then I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember why I loved you so much. There we go. And because we're going to be fussy cutting these, you can overshoot the edges, right? So yeah, I figured it out, Peg. It took me a minute. I'm sorry I assumed it was something else. Okay, I'm going to come back and kind of deepen right here at the base of the petals. Right? Deepen right there, and then let's deepen where one petal is laying on top of another. Right? There, right there, right there. Oh my gosh, I do love a water-soluble medium. That's all I have to say. Good morning, Lindy Barnes. You know, they are, but they fly home today. They fly home today, and they were talking to my other cousins, and they were talking about how, because it was 77 here yesterday. It was a beautiful, beautiful day. And they were talking about how it was maybe 37 there yesterday. Good morning, Vic. How are you? I think I want to let that kind of percolate for a minute. See where I want to go next. And yesterday was such a pretty day. Oh my gosh. Lindy, it was just sunny and beautiful. And so we went to see my uncle in the hospital. And then we went, my cousin wanted to go to, he likes antiques. I told you, our whole family, we love old junk. We just love old junk. I think peeled paint and crushed olive. I'm feeling like that might be a pretty combo. So let's get some crushed olive down here. Let's do one layer of that. Then let's come back in with the peeled paint. See if we can get a little, yep, that's exactly what I was looking for. A nice deep olive. Oh, so anyway, we love old junk. I can't tell you. So, we went to this antique mall sort of place in Chandler, and they also have a barbecue restaurant in there. Well, we had ourselves a time. I'm just going to tell you. We had barbecue, and then we sat and chatted and looked for Pyrex, and there we go. There we go. That's looking pretty, isn't it? I'm liking that. Now, let's wet this brush again and come in and see if we can just like blend that deeper red just a little bit. And we just sat and talked and talked and talked and shared old family stories, and you know, it's the best, isn't it? It's just the best. And then Christopher said, hey, can we go to South Mountain? And I said, sure, I haven't been up there in years. And so he and my other cousin Christopher had hiked it before. And I said, do you want to hike it or do you want to just drive? And he said, just drive. So we went up South Mountain, and it was, if you know anything about Arizona, the sun at like 4:30 in the afternoon at this time of year is blinding. It is blinding. You're driving west, and we were driving west. But then by the time we got to South Mountain, it was just going to be like, it was, by the time we got to the top, it was sunset, and it was just glorious. It was just glorious. And my aunt who lives here, my Aunt Dee, we both were talking about how we hadn't been there in years, and how we should really, you know, work to enjoy our community, you know, just go and visit those things that are in your community. So I put that out to you to, you know, go out and, oh, now I'm doing fossilized amber for my the little beady things in the center. I'm going to do that first, and then I think I want to come in with this wild honey, which is kind of a deeper, but that's pretty wet, so I'll let that dry, and then we'll work some magic on that. Anyway, so I advise you to just go explore something in your own neck of the woods. Just go see something beautiful in your hood, you know, in your city that, you know, maybe you don't often do. It was just stunning, you guys. I just, like, from every direction. We FaceTimed my uncle, my Aunt Mer's husband, from up there, so he got to see it too. And we were just talking about how we hoped that the camera, my aunt's iPhone, what do I want to say, captured the colors that we were seeing with our eyes. It was just, oh my gosh. So I hope you do that. I hope you find some place in your neck of the woods that maybe you haven't been to in a long, long time, or maybe it's kind of a touristy place. Go and experience it. Oh my gosh, it was lovely. It was lovely. So let's see. I have these two. Now I could fiddle with this a little bit. I have these Loddie Doddies. These are the coastal colors. I have not played with these yet, and I can't find the little pouch of all my other Loddie Doddies. So I'm going to play with these. I just thought these colors might be kind of cool because they're so non-traditional Christmassy colors, right? But don't you think, like if I did the points, if I did the petals in these pinks and peaches and yellows, that might be pretty. Lindy, I did not, this was printed on watercolor paper. I know, I use a lot of water. I use a lot of water. Don't be afraid of water. Honestly, don't be afraid of water. So let's, since these are brand new, we got to bust off that little waxy cap that's always on the end of these kind of pens. All right. And let's get that started. And I want to do the, let's do these little berry things in the very center. With that first yellow, and then let's come in with this as kind of a, it's almost like a peachy yellow. It's kind of a funny, at least the outside. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's like a butter yellow. Oh, that's pretty, you guys. Let's just make sure we get all of that stuff off the, there we go. Let's come in and kind of blend that out with some of this brighter, warmer yellow. Give ourselves a little dimension. That's helping a little bit. Now, oh, I do have, let's pull these off too, because I have more, like another peachy kind of color, and I have this, it's like almost like an ochre. Kind of digging that. I feel like that might be pretty in here too, to add just a little. Oh my gosh, you guys, we just shared family stories and here we go. There we go. There, look at the depth of that. Just adding that little bit of ochre. There we go. Do you see how layering those colors has really started to build, I hope that you can see that. Let's see, maybe if I turn it like that. How the adding that layer of those 3 different yellows and just kind of strategically putting those colors down, how that starts to build form. I can't think of a better way of saying that. It just builds form. So now let's play with, I think I want to start with this, this lightest peachy kind of color. Let's start to build. We're just going to do flicky strokes, right? From the base of those petals out. Right? And I'm just flicking the pen. If you took my back to art school 103, I believe it was. Maybe it was the 104. We did a lot of ballpoint pen art. It would be a good Christmas present for yourself if you did not take that class, because that's a super cool technique. It's a super cool technique that can be used alone. Whoops. Alone or or in conjunction with other mediums. that's kind of, I love that, just the way it is. Oh, your youngest son and grandkids live in Chandler. Yeah, it's such a pretty place. It's such a pretty place. Okay, now let's come in with this peach. Peel off that little thingy. Prime over here. And then let's come in. When we layer colors, and remember this is your worker, right? And I'm just, the heaviest pressure is at the start point of the flick, and then we just let go, like it just comes right off the page. So we kind of get this natural, by doing that we get this natural gradient of color. And we have, remember we have the white base, but then we also have that first yellow underneath. So we just, and I do the base of the petal and the tippity top of the petal. But the same technique. So then the center is light, so we're going to have that immediate form that appears, right? If this is light, if the center is light, then that's going to appear like it kind of bends a little bit. Just by the addition of this, the slightly orange vibe that this pen has, it's already starting to add some cool depth to this poinsettia. Yeah, so Sarah, that's what I use, the Tim Holtz watercolor pencils on this poinsettia, on the Carmen art printable. So I'm doing 4 different flowers, and I'm going to make Christmas postcards out of them. So now let's see. I'm feeling like, so now I have these 2 colors. I have this more of a pinky peach here, right? So I'm feeling like that's going to add something cool. Prime over here. And that's like a real nice creamy kind of peach color. That's really adding some cool depth. And now I'm taking a little bit more time, being a little bit more strategic with my flicks. I want to start to really enhance the shape of the petal, and so I'm kind of pulling a little bit more toward the outline of the petal, right? But still quite subtly. Oh, I love that. It's kind of taking the creamy base that we had already established and just kind of really pumping it up a little bit. I love this technique. I love it so much. Right? And now let's come in with that real pinky pink and see what we get. Did I freeze on the screen, you guys? Because my screen appears that it's freezing, but on my phone, it doesn't appear that it's freezing. So you tell me if it froze, if you can still see me. I don't know. Okay, let's test that. Now look at this, what this brighter pink is going to bring, right? Here we go. Slowly build that shape. Okay, all right. Now, not frozen. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know. Who knows what? Who knows what's going on? Now I gotta ponder, like, what kind of colors of green do I want to do the leaf? Because I have lots of greens over here. And maybe I kind of used a lot of them, you know? So I'm going to pull all the greens I have. And then we can decide. Okay. We have these greens. Like, this is a really pretty kind of a spring green, right? Then we have these, like a little deeper. But then we have these, kind of an aqua, which I think might be a cool addition. Do you know what I mean? So let's see. Oh, I wanted to, so down here where the berry things, I don't know what they're called, but anyway, like I've gone over a lot of the black lines, and so Tessa got me this pen, and it is oh, I don't even know, you know what, I'll find out and I'll put a link. I'm kind of in love with it. Sorry, I'm kind of in love with it, but I thought I would kind of go around, but like with dots, maybe go around the circumference of these little berry things with some little bit of stippling maybe. Yeah, I think that's giving me some different dimension. I was like, what if I did that down here too? At the base of these petals. Digging that. Maybe at the tippity top too. I'm digging that. Just that little addition while I decide which greens I want to start with. Yeah, that's making me happy. And I'll just add some flicks with the black to kind of differentiate the petals. Okay, so let's move on to the leaf. So let's start with this lightest green, kind of a more yellowy green. Prime over here. Just a place to start. And let's do the same from the tippity top of the petal of the leaf. There we go. Now let's come in with this green, kind of a spring green. If you were in Stitch Along yesterday, we talked about, my aunt has this macrame, this really cool macrame Santa, and I just love that macrame Santa, and she's had it like for as long as I can remember. And I said that I would take a picture of it and post it in the Stitch Along Facebook group. So I did take a picture of it last night. I took a picture of the whole thing and then some close-ups of like his face. And oh my gosh, I just love that macrame Santa. I can't wait for you guys to see it. So I will post that today. There we go. That's kind of, I'm kind of digging that, you guys. It's kind of, I'm staying in the same tone. Do you know what I'm saying? If you look at the color of the petals, the tone of that, and then the color of the leaf, those tones are staying complementary. And now I have this deeper green. Let's come in just a little bit with that, get a little bit more contrast and definition. There we go, there we go. There we go. I love that. I love that. All right. How are we doing on time? We're doing good. Oh, everybody take a drink. Okay. Now we have one more poinsettia to color, and then we can do some finishing touches on this. I bought the cutest crochet creation at a crafty fair. It's a hanging plant. Shut up! I bet it's darling. I did just take a drink. Goodness, I need to take another drink. It delights me, so I'm not giving it as a gift. I love that. You're giving it as a gift to you, that every time you look at it, you're going to be so happy, right? So I'm thinking, I'm going to come in with my black pen here. Right? And then come in with a little more stippling. And that's making me happy. That gives a little bit of depth too. Do a little bit of stippling in between those berries. That kind of that's kind of adding to the depth, I think. That's pretty. Now I'm thinking, I don't have a white Loddie Doddie out here, so I'm going to come in with my jelly roller and add little bits of highlights to all these berries. That's nice. What if I did that over here too? Like I could just do some stippling highlights. That's nice. Oh, and down here too. Layers and layers and layers and layers, you guys. Go get that Carmen art printable. Okay, hold on one sec. Mail call. I got so much cool mail just the other day, just yesterday. I checked my mailbox. And holy tamale, wait till you see. So lots of postcards from the Hannah postcard swap. Okay, look at this one, you guys. Look at how gorgeously artsy it is. At first, when I looked at it, I thought, oh, I just saw the gold card. There you go, Keels. There you go. I know there's nothing like some postage stamps. And oh my gosh, wait till you see the postage stamps that I got. I can't wait to share that too. Okay, so at first I just saw this gold leaf, right? But then if you, under closer examination, do you see the blue one behind it? On top of this lime green, shut up. And then she's repeated this goldy bronzy color, like she's rubbed it with her finger around the edges. Oh my gosh. Okay. Dear Anne-Marie, I hope you enjoy my little botanical print, and you know I am. This is my 7th swap. Regards, Karen Draney. And I don't know where she's from. Berkeley. So she must be Cali. Did this one come in I don't think this one came in this one didn't come in an envelope. I got several that did come in envelopes. Okay, oh my gosh, wait till you see this one. Okay, so look at this. So this looks like she had a print of some sort underneath and then drew these beautiful flowers and then collaged the tippity top of the flowers with an art paper, and then it is coated with something to matte medium or something to seal everything. This one says, happy fall, wishing you a holiday season full of love and laughter with family and friends. Warm wishes, Audrey. So pretty, isn't it? So pretty. I love that. And you guys aren't going to believe, I've only received 5 postcards. Oh, Lindy, I'm so happy that you're doing it though. Oh my gosh, I love that. So did you, how many did you do? Did you do 5 or 10? Oh, excuse me, did you do 10 or 20? postcards. I did my I got my list late, and so my postcards just went out this week. So just know, sometimes they just trickle in, and it's the most delightful. It's the most delightful to get one like way past the day, and then you're like, oh, one more little bit of art. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so this one, look at this. Does this look familiar to anyone? That is one of my art printables. And someone wrote Haya on it, like I say. Wonder who this could possibly be. This is an image transfer onto an artsy paper. And you know who this is from? Dear old Tessa Reed. She and I get each other's names every year. It's so funny. Okay, and I had to send this one to its original creator. Your lines, my paint, our friendship. Kind of perfect, honestly. I love that this swap matched me with you again. It feels meant to be, as if the world said, you need to send some art to Anne this week. Hugs, Tessa. Oh my gosh. And her lettering is just second to none. But seriously, oh my gosh. So beautiful. And you know, so funny. Okay, so here's another one in an envelope. And this one is from Cynthia Jones. Okay, so look at this collage. Look at it. I just am in love with it. So the bird is, so all of these are separate pieces, obviously. And then the bird lays on top. And then she's got some little sparkles on her wings, around her eyes, and on her beak. Fall Eye Hannah Swap. Hello, Anne-Marie from Cynthia in Florida. I so enjoy this swap and decided to do collage this time. That's the cool thing. Each time you could do something new if you wanted. You could do a new kind of theme. If you like making artsy postcards and would like to keep exchanging when this is over, let me know. Regards, Cynthia. Well, I absolutely will. I love that, Cynthia. Here we go. Oh, this one is super pretty too. This one says, discover something that you'll love. So there's this house image, and then this sprayed image is, oh, I'm kind of digging that. And so it says, this is from Kit in Minnesota. Take a moment for yourself. Create, relax, laugh, dream. Be inspired by life. Discover something that you'll love. I love it so much. I love it so much. From Long Lake, Minnesota. And Cynthia is from Jacksonville, Florida. Okay, let's see. Oh, no, this one is from Margaret. Oh my gosh, you guys, wait till you see this one. And Margaret is from Lacey, Washington. Look at this. So again, collaged papers behind and then a collaged image on top. So beautiful. Hi, Postcard Swapper. Hope you have a great holiday season. Take care and be well. Margaret Richardson. And then she left her address so we can keep swapping. I love that. Okay, let's see. One more. Oh, this is a Christmas card from Debbie Pack. And there's she used American flags, a lot of American flags, you guys, a lot of American flag stamps. So I thought, oh, we've got like a Memorial Day page or a Veterans Day page or a 4th of July page. I don't know, something. Save all of your stamps. Save those stamps when you get letters in the mail. So here's Debbie and her cute husband, Todd. And look at the font that she chose to. I love that. I love that. Thank you, Deb. And then, last but not least, I got a thank you card from Lindsay for a card that I sent her, and I sent her a little patch. And you know, it's in her gorgeous script. So beautiful. So beautiful. And isn't this imagery beautiful? I'm trying to see. Handmade by, I don't know, it's so like vintage Christmassy. I just love it. So pretty. Anyway, that's my mail call for today. Oh, wait, though. How am I doing on time? I have one more thing I've got to show you. Squished up in my post office box was this envelope from my friend Ann Heron, who I will just tell you, I met her when I worked at Scraps of Love, a local scrapbook store, and she and I just hit it off immediately. I mean, to tell you, we just hit it off. We are both from Michigan, so there's that, Lindy. But then we talked about books, we talked about art, we talked about all kinds of things. Shut up with all of the cool stamps that she put on just this envelope. She's got some global stamps, 1, 2, 3 global stamps, and then these big butterflies, and then shut up with this little darling rabbit. But inside of here, you guys, is chock full of stamps, of canceled stamps from envelopes. I'm hundreds of them. I'm so excited. And then she made this gorgeous card, crisp and cool. I remember promising these postage stamps to you in July, but then you were in Michigan, then I was in Michigan, and then, life, LOL. I hope you find fun things to do with the stamps. I always love the ideas, but I am collage challenged. Love, Anne. Oh my gosh. I cannot, I told Tessa I was kind of feeling a little overwhelmed. I had a day where I was feeling a little overwhelmed. And I remembered Sue, and then I got this envelope, and I remembered Sue talking about how I know, Keely, would you come over and help me? I know. So I remembered Sue talking about, like, I could soak it and pull the stamps off. So I thought, I just want to sit in front of the TV and peel stamps off the envelope pieces. You guys, you can't even, I'm telling you this minute, there are some loose ones in here. Look, there's even part of it. Look at this piece of cardboard with all of these global stamps. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. From 2016. She must have been saving these forever and a day. Look at, oh my gosh, you guys. The Snake River, St. George Reef, California. Anne lives in California now, but she's a traveler and a reader. And so look at all the Christmas ones. So I thought, oh, brilliant idea, Peg. I sorted my stamps by color into a fisherman's lure box. So brilliant. I will absolutely do that. All right. I'm telling you, you guys, seriously, look at them. Just look, like one after another. Old ones, new ones. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Are these the most beautiful? It says Silver Coffee Pot, 2005. I'm telling you. Like, there are some loose stamps in here, and then a billion that are stuck to paper, like an envelope. I'm seriously, you guys, it just goes on and on. Look at this. Look at that beauty. So just know that stamps are in our future. I have so many big fat ideas about these stamps. Anywho, Anywho, I mean, I could just pull them out and just go through them like nobody's business. And maybe I'll make a little video of that. Oh, there's a loose one. I think, is that Benjamin Franklin? No, who is that? That's a foreign one. Is it, just a sec, I gotta take my glasses off. Does that say Portugal? I don't know. I don't know. It says 50 cents, but it says ESP. A-N with the jiggy on top of it. España? Maybe Spain? I don't know. I don't know. They're so beautiful. They're so beautiful. Keely, would you come over? Because my Keely is quite the organizer. And we could have ourselves a time. I know. I love the postmarks. I love the postmarks too. Oh, and you know, I could spend hours just looking at what the postmark is, where it came from, where the stamp's from, all the things. All the things. Anywho, I can't believe I forgot to share that with you the other day. I think it's Spain too, Keels. I think it's Spain too. So we just have a few minutes left. Let's color this in. And I'm feeling like, well, I feel like I want to enhance this one just a little bit more. I don't know what I want to do. Remember I did the hot pink and red on the Aunt Marge. I feel like I want to like add another red in here. So let's see, what other reds do we have? This is Festive Berries. Let's see what that looks. Okay, so this is the Candied Apple. And this is Festive Berries. Oh, that might be nice. Let's do that. Let's come in. Do a little bit of Festive Berries. Remember, we're going to do the base. Then we're going to kind of go up the sides of the petals where one petal is laying on top of another petal. So, oh, I need to tell everybody, it looks like we're heading to California next week to spend a little time with Jeff's mom for the holidays. And so, I will be coming to you from you know where, that front bedroom, on Thursday, I believe. But I'll let you know as time gets closer. Okay, let's see. That's adding some pretty depth. And I like that the little bit of the lightest pinky color is coming through from the background. I want to kind of work on the base just a little bit. Bring that in just a little bit, the deeper color, so I get a nice contrast between the yellow and the red. Yeah, that's making me happier. Yes, that looks good. That looks good. I like that. Okay. Now we need to add some color to this one down here. We have 5 minutes. I have faith in us. We can do it. Everybody take a drink. Okay. Let's see. I'm really liking this one down here with these peachy kind of colors. So what if we, I don't know. You know, poinsettias come in like every kind of color. What if we did a pink one? That might be pretty. So we have warm lipstick. What's this one? Victorian Velvet, which is a color that, can I tell you, I don't really like very much. Ooh, we have that saltwater taffy. What is that? Kitsch Flamingo. Abandoned Coral. Shut up. I love Abandoned Coral. What's this? Tattered Rose. Kind of digging that. Spun Sugar. Okay, let's play with these. So let's... What are we going to start with as our base? Let's do Tattered Rose, or... So we could go the corally way. And that would be with abandoned coral. What's that? Saltwater taffy, like these colors. This Victorian velvet, nope, that's out. So I have these three and these three. The pinky ones or the corally ones. What's it gonna be? Somebody want to tell me what they think? Shall we go pink? Shall we go coral? I'm thinking pink. So I'm going to come in with Kitsch Flamingo. Let's get some color down there. Just dipping my pencil in the water, activating that color. Getting some color down on my substrate. There we go. I know, you know what? You know what? I was so much happier when Tim Holtz came out with brighter colors, because I really didn't dig his muted, dark. They all kind of looked just a little bit SAD to me. So now let's come in with, what is this? Spun Sugar. Because with the addition of the brighter colors, I could work them in conjunction with the more muted tones. Enjoy the day, Peggy. Oh my gosh, it's time to say goodbye. This hour went fast, didn't it? So fast. Peg, have you read Wreck yet? Oh, you guys, I'm kind of digging this. I'm kind of getting a Dusty Rose kind of vibe. I just bought it yesterday, so I just started it. But I was thinking about you when I had to text Keely to get the name. Because I was driving all the way from Mesa, and I thought, I need something to listen to. But then I called my dad, and we talked all the way home. So I'll listen to it today as I catch up on work. Guys, I'm kind of digging that. Well, let's try that worn lipstick. Let's see what we get with that. If we get it, like, we just adds a little bit more pink. Maybe we need to let this dry a little bit before we add an additional color. This one's so different than the other ones. The new book, it's called Wrecked. So the first book by that author, which I do not remember the author's name, but the first book is called Sandwich. And then the second book in the series is called Wreck. W-R-E-C-K. And I loved Sandwich. I loved it. It was so good. It was so good. So I'm anxious to listen while I draw today. So, with that being said, I will bid you all adieu. Don't forget to go to Stitch Along to see the Macrame Santa, read by Catherine Newman. Thank you, Keels. Thank you. I called Keely and left a message. I was like, please, please, please text me or call me and tell me the name of that book so I can download it. So I downloaded it as we were sitting at Aunt Dee's dining room table chatting away. I downloaded that book so I could listen to it on the way home, and then I called my dad instead. So today, that's what's on the docket. Work and listening to Rec. Anyway, go out and make it a tremendous Thursday. And just know how much I adore you all. Thank you so much, everybody. If you watched on the replay, let us know. Let us know by saying #replay. Bye, everyone.